All right. Did you know AWOL and Cuban were having issues back then?
Back then, I know there was a little bit of a tension situation over a chick, like me and you had spoke about. But nah, AWOL was always around. AWOL was cool. I fuck with AWOL. AWOL's a fucking comedian. That motherfucker. He's one dude you don't want to snap on. Him and P.O., bro, those are people who, but, you know, not to get off the subject, but nah, all I knew that it was a situation about a chick. And then later on, it came out that it was one of Will's exes or whatever. I knew the girl, whatever. But
she was dating someone from KAR before then, right?
Yeah. And
then she went back to KAR, but it's a different guy now. That's what I heard.
I don't know. Shorty was cool. Like I said, she was cool. She came around, you know. She used to work in what was the name of that strip club? Ah, fuck.
It's on the tip of my tongue too, because I did the interview.
It was a spot we used to go to all the time. We used to be there all the time. Oh fuck. I don't remember if it was Pink Lady or Sin City. It was one of them joints.
Sin City. It was Sin City.
It was one of them joints. She was cool. Like, she was cool people, you know. I didn't know AWOL was dealing with her. You know what I mean? I didn't know the whole situation, like I said. You know, the last time I seen AWOL, I think was at Phenomenon, and it was when Dollar and them came home. You know, Dollar was there, a couple of them was there, we was all there. But no, I really we didn't even speak about Cuban, you know what I'm saying? Actually, he did it. He asked me how Cuban was. You know what I mean? But no, I didn't know there was any tension. To be honest with you, I never really knew there was tension.
So I guess the whole situation was that, like, Cuban was saying that AWOL knew it was Big Will's ex, but he went and did it anyways. And like Cuban was like shaming him too much, like going, AWOL, no, and like waving his finger. And he kind of took it personal. I guess that's what it seems like.
Because Cuban's one of those people that, yeah, he does do shit like that. You know, Cuban's very... But thinking about it, I don't even really remember even AWOL really being around Will like that. To be honest with you, because most of the time when AWOL was around, like, AWOL was around when Will was in jail. Like, it was weird. It was like a weird thing, because I don't really remember them even being around like that, each other like that, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I don't even know if they was around each other like that. Finch, no.
Because Cuban was saying, like, he was like, yo, when Will went to prison, she was living at his place, and you know that was Will's ex-girl because you went to his place and like all this stuff. It just got like real, like messy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I didn't know nothing about all that stuff. I don't know about all that stuff.
Well, what did you think when you saw the video of AWOL making fun of Cuban getting punched by BX Hova years later?
What did I think about the skit that he did?
Yeah.
I mean...
You remember seeing it when it first came out, right?
I remember seeing it.
What was your reaction then?
I mean, he's a funny commentator. What do you want me to say? AWOL, I took it like he was doing a skit. I didn't take it because AWOL was the type of person, he'll start snapping on you. That's all they did, bro. When we used to go to the studio, be Gilly, P.O., AWOL, everybody snapping on everybody about everything. So I didn't really take it like he was like being like trying to dig in while he was down. I think he was just doing making like fun of, like making light of it, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like a skit. But is it touchy? Cuban doesn't really, he's not a very, you can't really snap on him. He takes everything kind of personal. So he wasn't really one of those that participated in the snapping and shit like that. You know, he takes things a little bit more serious. So, you know, maybe he just, you know.
But can you blame Cuban at that time? Because like the whole internet was already on his head and like it was embarrassing in a way.
I mean, you can put yourself, like I said, see, the difference is that Cuban holds the word loyalty to what it is. He holds it to that word. Like, Cuban wouldn't have did the same thing. He wouldn't have. You know what I mean? But again, you're going with someone like AWOL because AWOL makes fun of himself. AWOL would snap on, if I remember right, he used to snap on his son one time. He was snapping and joking about, like, he's one of those dudes that likes to make, You know when there's mad tension and you got that one guy that says a joke to break the ice and just from everybody fucking being, look at this fucking guy, and just shakes their head and just has to laugh because it was fucking funny. That's Awall. Awall's one of
Like
those
the
dudes.
kind of guy that makes a joke at a funeral type of shit, or
Yeah, to break the ice. Like he's like that's how, bro, Awall was cool as fuck. Bro, he was in my studio. That's all he did was joke. That's all he did. That's why he turned into Mr. Hee Hee. Because that's all it was. Hee 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 hee. You know what I mean?
you do have that funny ass laugh though.
Bro, that was Mr. He. He turned into Mr. He. You know, I could see it on both ends. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was it a very touchy thing? Hell fucking yeah. Did I see Cuban? I didn't see Cuban get knocked out. I see Cuban take a hit, stumbled, and got back up. You know what I mean? I didn't see him get knocked out. Knocked out is, you know what I mean? But like I said, I didn't know what kind of tension. So there was already, I don't know if Awall did it in a malicious way. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I haven't spoke to Awall in years. You know,
Right.
but I don't know. And you put up so many different clips that I didn't get to watch every one of them. So I really don't know what he said about that situation. But bro, honestly, like knowing Awall, I think he just took something that was like, and just try to make light of it. You know what I mean? Like
That's what he said though, because he said that he's cool
because that's the type of dude he is. I didn't know that he was cool with BX Hova. I didn't know that was cool. I didn't, you know what I mean? I think we met Hova a couple of times when we went to the Fight Club. So, you know, like I said, I didn't even know that Cuban had real beef with Hov, to be honest with you. I just knew he had beef with dudes from that block from over there, you know what I mean? I didn't know it was actually Hov, you know what I mean?